Okay, so here today we have the bender. This is the bender for an EMT tunnel, which is electrical conduit. It's a metal tube that people put electric wires through. But for many years, farms have used it for creating low tunnels. There's some advantages and disadvantages to those. The advantages, they're quite stout. And it's not something usually a tool company would send through the mail as big hoops. It'd just be a waste of money. And you can go down to your local hardware store or big box store, buy the EMT in bulk, and then bend it yourself. And that's a great advantage. And you get stout tunnels that snow can, lay on and the rest of it. The problem with them is I think they're a bit wide. You can't really harvest from the middle. I only ever use them on my farm for overwintering where I don't need to get into the middle. And the other thing is that traditionally you would put sandbags or rocks along the sides. Yeah, so that's the disadvantage is, that they're wide, you can't get in the center, and traditionally you'd have to use sandbags or big concrete blocks we would use sometimes because they could stack easily, or rocks. Some people actually, spend time to dig the sides in. It's quite a feat. But with the LowCat conversion kit, now you can convert it. So you don't have to worry about the sandbags or any of that. You just have a wider tunnel. But if you already have, EMT pipes and you don't want to switch over to regular LowCats, then it gives you an option to do that, which is really great, and to expand that collection. I know I like having the same thing. If I'm going to switch over, I'm going to switch them all over. I'm not going to have two different ones. I'm going to put this one together. This bender, it's easy to put together. So put the center on top of your blades. Okay. Right. The inspiration for the design of these is, what's it called? The sword? The Klingon sword. For anybody out there who's a bit of a dork, like me. Yeah, so it's the Klingon sword. Make it look like that. Right, so just force everything where it needs to be. It's not a big deal. But it's that tension which gives this thing strength, right? So it's not that it's bent incorrectly or anything like that, right? It's that tension that you're creating with all these bolts that's going to make this thing, super solid. Right? It's probably a bit different than other versions you see. As we always do. We always do it a bit differently. And that's the better that you're noticing. All right, I got those 5 center ones in. I'm just gonna okay, so this is the holder. And that's gonna go at the end. Okay, so you can see it's off to the end side of the Neversink Tools. Okay, so you see this thing's out on the back here. Okay. Right, these metal tabs, the silver, are always together. Right? I'm going to get the rest of the bolts in first, and then go ahead and tighten it all up. Okay, so for all of these bolts, just hand tight. You don't have to overdo it. They just have to be hand tight because it's the tension along here that's holding everything together. You don't have to worry about it. It's going to be fine. So just get it until they tighten up. You're good. Don't over tighten. So you gotta mount it somewhere. And so we send a couple little pipes to fit under there and a couple of lags. And if you want to mount it somewhere and have it removable, then I would just say attach it to a piece of wood and then have that wood detachable however you want, you know, whether it's a truck or a tractor mount or something, and then you can just take it on and off and figure it out. I mean, the amount of mountings that farmers are going to come up with is more than we can do, so more than we can think of. So we just couple of lag bolts and these, and then you can screw it into whatever you want that's going to be your mounting. Okay. I'm just doing it onto a picnic table because that's what we got right now. Because I imagine you're just gonna mount it, do all of your tunnels for that year, and that's it. And then you put it away, and then next year you'll make some more. And that's what I would do. So I would just stick it to the picnic table and be done with it. Okay. So just drill some pilot holes. Nah, it's not going anywhere.